I bought a bottle of wine and we drank all together. During the second glass of wine, so mic check, mic check. Let's do a really athletic gesture to start the video. So we're ready to start the video. I know I talk about really trend topic. I talk about cigarettes, I talk about discipline and cold exposure. So now I'm gonna talk about something really mainstream, so alcohol. So what I have to say about alcohol? First of all, disclaimer, I've been a drinker. So I used to drink a lot of alcohol. And I used to drink every single day of the weekend, so 3 days a week with my friends, having a lot of fun. So I know what I'm talking about and I know why you all do it. I'm not talking with the 40-year-old man that goes home with the wife and have a glass of wine. I'm talking to all these guys and people that have 20 years old and they want to feel cool, you know? They want to show off to people and they want to feel comfortable with them. Okay, so let's start. Why people drink? Usually people drink and they start to drink in order to feel a sort of group force, you know? They start to drink because of others and then they get used to it because they notice that when they're drinking, they think a little less, so in some cases, and they're able to be themselves. This is what they all say, you know, they say, oh, when I drink I can dance, when I drink I can be comfortable with people, when I drink I can do this and that and this and that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All bullshit. And I tell you why. The problem is that you're not confident enough with yourself. And I've been there. When I was 16 years old, I was not able to go to a girl and talk with her. I was not able to do all the shit that I'm able to do right now. And the only thing that brought me here, surprise, surprise, it's not beer, it's not vodka, it's not alcohol at all. What brought me here, in my current situation, with my confidence, was working on myself and having something to do with my life. This is the thing that really changed completely my life. Because currently I could scream in the middle of the city, I could train, perform in front of 1,000 people, I wouldn't give a shit. Because in reality, all these things don't really matter, you know? No one is gonna think about you in 3 months from now, you know? If you just, right now where you are, if you are in a bar or at home, you scream, people are gonna think that you're crazy. This is what they're gonna think right now, but this is not what they're gonna think in the long term, you know? Another problem with drinking is that you lose consciousness of your time. Let me tell you something. One time I got really drunk and it was 4 p.m. I remember closing my eyes and as soon as I reopened them, it was morning because I got completely wasted and I lost track of an entire evening and the day. So where I'm coming with that? So the point is that losing track of the time, it's a really important thing. You cannot do that, especially when you're young, because time is the most precious thing that we have. It is more precious than money, also if some people underrate the value of time. So what you must understand is that you can have fun. It's not a problem having fun. But is it actually drinking alcohol fun? Losing consciousness of what you're doing, not being able to understand the consequence of your action, and losing actually the track of the time. I'm sorry if I repeat it another time, but it's really important to me. Time, for me, it really matters. You know, it makes a huge difference if you have control of your time or if you're not. So I challenge yourself now to go in a bar with your friends that they're drinking and you don't drink, and try to have fun anyways. I know that you will maybe feel stupid, but if you think about that, why would you think that you're stupid if you drink a glass of water instead of a beer? Because of social convention, because we are brought to do some things just because of the other people around us, because this is what we are supposed to do. But analyze that if you do what you're supposed to do, you cannot expect to have a different outcome from your life. Because if you accept the fact that you have to do certain things because of the people that surround you, you must accept also the ending result, that you're going to end up in the same place that these people, these specific people are going to end up. So if you have a dream, if you want to have a house, a really good house, a really good car, or you want to live in the perfect relationship, or you want to feel better with yourself, you must understand that alcohol does hurt your health, that we can talk about that, but it's not the main focus of this video. Make you lose time, it make you lose money. In order to do money, you have to also use your time, and it's actually gonna just hide the fact that you have to work on yourself. Because the reason that make you drinking is that you're not confident with yourself, at least for 90% of the people. And for people that say, I like the taste, yeah, in that case, enjoy, but remember not to get drunk, because if you like the taste, you're not gonna get drunk. Because you want to enjoy the drink, you want to enjoy the glass of wine, And so the purpose, it's not to get drunk. And let me tell you the last thing. When I stopped drinking, I did it with style. One day I woke up, and I had to train, and I was in hangover because the day before I drink like an entire bottle of gin, something like that. And I went to the training park and I started my session, and I was feeling really shitty because my performance was way below average for me. This day I decided to stop to drink. So what I've done, considering that I didn't want the last time drinking to be a really bad experience that I would regret for my whole life, I invited all my friends to a restaurant. I bought a bottle of wine and we drank all together. And after the first glass, during the second glass of wine, I raised a toast, and I said right there in this toast that this would have been my last day drinking alcohol in my whole life. I was 20 years old and now I'm 23. It's been 3 years and I'm really proud of this choice. So what I can tell you is that if you really decide to change your life and you want to stop drinking and you want to improve your life in this way, if I would be you, I would find a special occasion to have a good memory, and let's say that this will help you to keep the promise because you have a really, really good memory attached to this promise that you made to yourself. And remember, if you promise something to yourself and you're not able to keep the word, what are you doing with your life? One last thing. I have a tip for you that works for every single thing, not just for alcohol. Before doing something, ask yourself how this X thing is going to help me in the long term. And if you have an answer to this question, you should actually do it. Okay? Because when you're drinking a glass of beer, consider that it's going to lose your money. It's not going to make you feel better. It's not going to make you feel more comfortable. And it's definitely not going to bring you closer to your goals. In that case, you should ask yourself if you actually are willing to do it. Because once you realize that this thing that you're doing is going completely against the things that you want in life, what makes you do that? Social pressure? Yeah, I know. So I hope for you, if social pressure has this effect on you, that you will never surround yourself with worse people than you, and you will instead decide to finally surround yourself with better people than you, that you can learn from. And how to win a network, how to be able to surround yourself with better people than you, that is going to be the topic of another video.